How I think of the world, how I apply paint, the colours I choose are all thanks to the influence of my brother Dylan. Dylan isn't here anymore, but he lives through me. I'm able to speak about this now after years of practice. The colourful paper trail of graffiti and characters he left behind has given me strength and endless inspiration. Tape was his tag. The way he used colours, shapes and letters always amazed me. Wild style was so illegible to me back then, impossible shapes forming letters I couldn't see. We used to walk past walls when he would pick me up from school sometimes, and he would trace out the letters for me so I could read what it said. Being surrounded by such a talent growing up was so exciting. I wanted to be just like him. Writing and speaking about him feels odd. The sum of all the letters and words I could write really amounts to nothing in the end, but I'm hopeful the words and colours radiate and give happiness to those that knew him. How you know someone when they're here becomes changed and altered as time passes after they've left. You grow up and begin to learn more about them. Dylan's art gave that to me, a look into his thoughts and true essence. All that is left now are etchings, marks and paint. These I'll sift through for the rest of my life in hopes that I can better understand him as a person and an artist. Dylan would leave his tag on every surface. Any piece of paper that was lying around would be covered with tags and characters. His dedication to the craft and hours of practice is so evident in the pieces he made. I would always see tape everywhere after he left. It was a comfort seeing his name on the walls around me, a constant reminder that he's still there somewhere. Looking through his black books and sketches brings me that same comfort, long after the council has sprayed the walls with the chemicals to wash the paint away. It's so important to me to continue what he loved, to keep his name up until my time is up too. The originals are long painted over, so now all there is photos and the drawings. Dylan is constantly leaving signs for me everywhere I turn, his tag showing up when I'm in need of some guidance, or just to remind me I'm on the right path. Graffiti means so much more to me than just being prolific or respected. It's meant so much more than that to me my whole life. It's been a connection via paint to my brother. Something that is just vandalism to most is something that's kept me sane through the years. Knowing that I had a connection to it whenever I passed a wall is something that has always reassured me. A place that brings me that same reassurance is Ireland, where Dylan was born. Me and my brothers would visit every summer together without fail to see our family. We would run around in the fields with our cousins, climb the mountain, play in the sea and chase cows. I'm thankful we could share these memories here together. Being the only kids in the family who lived in London, we would go over once or twice a year. Dylan was the firstborn of all the cousins and definitely the coolest. We would sit around and watch him drawing or just listen to his weird ideas and jokes. Seeing our cousins was always the highlight. I would pretend to have an Irish accent to fit in with them, and Dylan would always make fun of me for that. We played with the dogs, went to the beach, climbed the tree next to our granny's house, and spent almost all our time outdoors. Spending 6 weeks together caused scraps between my brothers and me, but we were always sad to leave when summer was over. Something about visiting all the places we knew as children makes me glad that we shared it all together as siblings. My brothers are an extension of me, just as much as I am of them. An undying bond, a light that never goes out. Watching over my younger brother Sean growing up gave me the strength I have today and has only made the bond stronger. I'm so glad we had each other through it all. Even though we didn't always get along, we always knew, at the very least, we had each other. The fraternity between myself and my brothers is unparalleled. Growing up, I couldn't foresee how much we would all influence each other in the end. Writing names on my hollow tip, plotting shit. He definitely was a prodigy. His style was crazy, illegible, and psychedelic. The paper trail extends beyond the reaches of our home and into the homes of everyone he knew. Leaving no surface untouched, his work is prized amongst those that knew him. It was so original and so distinguished as his own. This is what inspires and influences me the most. Looking back on Dylan's life and artwork has moved me to carry on creating and lead from the heart in everything I do. I can now look back at the sketches, photos and paintings with the memories of bringing friends and family together to celebrate his life and love of graffiti. Bringing everyone together to remember him was so important in bringing this journey to a close. To see that his energy still brings people together has been the most comforting and rewarding part of it all. Making a film about Dylan and treading the same floorboards and paths we did when we were younger was never going to be easy. It still isn't, and it never will be. However, I will always carry him with me wherever I go, when I paint, and in all of what I do. To call him an inspiration is such an understatement. He truly was a rare being, and I'm so glad to have known him. Lots of love, your little sister, Emily.
Remorse and suicide, of course, are how it runs around my brain. Why should I stay? Why should I remain in this mortal plane where demons reign, yeah? Where demons reign. See, I'm trying, hurting, floating, my mind is disconcerting. I can't control the pace, think I am going insane. Trying, hurting, floating, my mind is disconcerting. I can't control the pace, a constant war in my brain.
Walking through the West End, know exactly where I'm going, but I'm feeling like I lost you. Boredom never creeping, but I'm satisfied with what's new. Hunger come, build another one, just like I got to. I'm under none above, now I'm one of the things I clock to. Can't wait for them to hear my new music, will do, it's got to. Friend ringing me like what's new, I'm just trying to get it cracking, B, that's not new. You know me, be I'm smoking if I got food. Lokes in trying to bot through, succeed and not car I want to, but car I got to. Funny how I found myself when I lost you.
See, I'm trying, hurting, floating, my mind is disconcerting. I can't control the pace, think I am going insane. Trying hurt and floating, my mind is disconcerting. I can't control the pace, a constant war in my brain.